Shalom u'bracha, peace and blessings. This week's Torah reading is titled Parshas Vayera. It draws its name from the very first word of the very first verse in this week's Torah reading. We read, Vayera elov Adonai be'elonei Mamre. And God appeared to him, to Avraham, in the oaks of Mamre. V'hu yoshev pesach ohel, and he is sitting at the opening of the tent, kechom hayom, in the heat of the day. Vayisa einov, and he lifts up his eyes, v'hinei shlosha anoshim nitzav melav, and he sees that three men are approaching him. Vayar, and he sees, vayoratz, and he runs, ligrosam, to greet them, mipesach ha'oel, from the opening of the tent, vayishtarchu arzo, and he bowed down to the ground to greet them. And then the text goes on. Avraham gives them water, but not only gives them water, he offers to wash their feet. He wants to give them all sorts of food, the finest of what he has to offer. And it's important to note that while we know now that these were three messengers of God, three Malachim, Avram Avinu simply saw three strangers. And this was an opportunity to fulfill the mitzvah, the commandment of Hachnasat Orchim, of extending hospitality to visitors. And these strangers are certainly grateful to their host, and we read that they extend their gratitude in the form of a blessing. Vayomer, and they said, Shuv Shuv Elacha, we will certainly return to you, Ke'ez Hachaya, in this time of life, in this season, V'hinei ben l'Sara, and there will be a son to Sarah. The Sarah shama'as, and Sarah hears this, Pesach ohel, at the open to the gate. And then the text explains to us exactly Avraham and Sarah's life situation. V'Avraham v'Sarah zekenim ba'im bayomim. And Avram and Sarah had become older in the days. Chodel lios l'Sarah orech kanoshim. It had ceased to occur to Sarah the way of women. She stopped having her period. V'titzchak Sarah b'kirba, and Sarah laughed inside. Lemar, saying, Achrei bilti haisa li edna v'adoni zakein. After all of this, after my old age, after not having a period anymore, after not having any physical evidence of being able to be a mother, should I have this pleasure? Is it possible? And my master, my husband, he's old. Avraham and Sarah were about 90 years old at this time. Vayomer Adonai el Avraham, and God said to Avraham, Lama ze tzochoka Sarah. Why is this Sarah being cynical? Why is she laughing? Ha'af umnam eled va'ani zakanti. Shall I surely have a child when I'm old? Hayefela me Adonai. Is this a wondrous thing that God can't do? So the Ramban asks, why is God upset? Avraham and Sarah did not know that these were angels. These were three strangers that they saw off in the distance, and they wanted to show hospitality to them. They didn't know them to have any koach habracha. They didn't know them to have any special powers of blessing. And I would suppose that if you would tell any 90-year-old that she's about to have a child, you would get a similar response to that of Sarah, cynicism. Is it really possible? Every physical sign of fertility is gone. So the Ramban explains that for you and I, we look at the reality as it is, and we might be cynical. Avraham and Sarah lived on a higher spiritual plane, and they should have realized the koach habracha, the power of a blessing that exists within the individual. And you and I should realize it as well. We need to accept upon ourselves that the appearance of an individual as they present themselves to us is not an indicator of who they are inside. And they may in fact be capable of great spiritual heights. And in fact, you and I are capable of great spiritual heights. And when we are cynical of something, we need to realize that the Rabbanu Shalom, the Master of the Universe, is listening to our cynicism. And when we believe in the koach habracha, the blessing that exists within each and every individual, it will guide the way that we interact with them and will make this world a better world. May we be blessed with the opportunity to see the divine spark within each person, to realize that each and every one of us has the koach habracha, the power of blessing. May we be open to offering our blessings and open to receiving blessings from wherever they come. We don't know if the person that we are encountering is the person whom we perceive them to be, or if they are in fact much greater than we can perceive. And we wouldn't want to, God forbid, dismiss the holiness that may be found in the next person. Shabbat Shalom.